Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 3, where last episode Class 7 and Tio found themselves ambushed at the Geoforce terminal they were heading to repair as the Magic Knight Heavy Ruby appeared. After defeating the first one, another showed up, leading to a rescue from old friends Sharon and Elisa. After returning to base camp to catch up and provided with orbital bikes with sidecars by the Reinford Company, we then headed out to search the area of the two cryptid sightings. To get off the bike to get these.
Let's get going.
Understood. Go.
Alright, with some treasure chests in this location.
We have the advantage.
We'll take it a bit slowly and just let, basically...
Break through! Sledgehammer!
let Sharon do everything, right?
How does this suit
Finally
you?
change was ridiculously good. Look at that original damage. You got a KO death blow in the back.
This is our chance.
Everyone is sealed.
An opening! Let's go.
They're screwed. It's the only way to look at it. Everyone is screwed.
Very well.
This guy's confused.
There.
I'll assist. Lead this to me.
Sharon too good.
This is our chance.
80 delay on every hit.
An opening!
Now. Yeah.
Everyone at 200 CP without care.
Sit. Everyone okay?
Sharon definitely has the power to help us take down a cryptid. We're nearly reaching level 4 for our master course soon. Right, well, that guy's wants to be our target.
Begin combat.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
I'm guessing one Crescent Strike guy can get this, so let's use a Crescent Flash.
Get back!
It's my turn.
And finish it up
Very
easy
well.
as possible on everyone.
Is that all?
Didn't stand a chance. More plant bits.
But enemies.
Be on guard. It's strong.
We'll never know how good that enemy is.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Because we have our abilities and we have our strategy, and it just revolves around
How does this
binding
suit you?
chains.
This is our chance.
Our
An opening!
big foe is already sealed.
Very well. Strike!
Another
There.
break.
I'll assist.
Another follow-up attack.
Let's go. Let's go. Raging fire formation. I'm up.
Why attack on you?
Sit. It's down.
Strike!
Just wondering, will Altina just
My turn.
naturally hit both? Yes.
Yeah. There.
Perfection.
It's mine.
It's a frozen
It's
creepy
my
sheep.
turn.
Poor stray sheep being on its
No.
own. There's no flock to assist it.
An opening.
What's it supposed to do with itself?
It's my turn. It's down.
Strike!
Creepy
My
sheep
turn.
without a flock seems like... feels bad for them.
There.
How can they turn into Voltron now?
I'll assist. It's my turn. Now.
An opening.
Wonderful as ever, Master Rean.
I'm nothing compared to you, Sharon.
Rean says that so excitedly as well. It always makes me kind of go like, you really are trying to like
Treasure chest.
suck up to her. If we get Megalith full, that's what a certain cryptid has, isn't it?
They're in disarray.
Well, they can't really do much, that's for sure. Let's use this. We haven't used this before.
Ha!
Are you alive still? Yes. Did she only get
Let's
like
go.
83 HP?
It's my turn.
I think that is actually a thing.
Very well.
I don't think we're actually going to break
It's
this guy.
down.
I'll assist. Now. There. It's my turn.
Actually didn't
Let's
get
be
broken.
off, everyone.
Okay, more of these.
Sit.
That's the problem. We've got a bike, but we don't really need it to traverse the path because we want to explore the path and get all the things and the goodies. It's always a disappointment. Great! Bike's great for traversing areas you've yet to do. The Stargazer's Tower is over here. I thought I'd get enough to get you before by now, but obviously I'm missing a little bit of rocks to break you down.
Onwards.
Just need that a little bit more. Ascend you is gifted sub by Noble. Thank you very much. Let's go over here. Oh, no, I don't want to go into a battle. I'm trying to get to that rock. Cryptid was spotted on the lakeshore down below. It seems we must walk from here on. Let's park our bikes around here. Okay, we're back on our bikes. All I wanted was this rock. Wow, I still don't have enough. Excuse me, monkey. I need this rock. Stop chasing after me.
We must take out the trash.
Seems we must.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
It is the only option for us.
How does this suit you?
Oh, that's why Sharon gets so much CP from this as well, because
This
the
is our
2
chance.
attack thing.
An opening! I'm up! Sit!
And she's attacking
My
twice.
turn.
She gets 2 type of attack with CP, which means she's recharging in no time at all.
Yeah.
Every time.
Battle complete. Let's continue.
So that's happening. We've got the bus stop. Right. Did I get the thing? Yes. Can you get out my way, please?
Down.
I've got a date with that gigantic guy over there.
Sledgehammer!
And she's so fast, she always goes first. Confusion on one. Another
This is our
sub gifted
chance.
by Judicious. Thank you very much yet
An
again.
opening!
This is the end.
I'm up!
Confused and frozen seems
Let's
like
go.
a pretty bad date.
Is that all?
The power of Sharon. We did this, of course, back in Trails of Cold Steel 2 when we had it for that chapter. It was just like, yes, she's just debuffing everyone. But then if I remember correctly, we saw someone like this.
Hey,
Looks like a
This one's strong! Be careful!
And that's when the true terrors began.
break through! Sledgehammer!
The guy Yuna's in the background, like, not in this battle. Just
How does
somewhere
this
over
suit you?
there. Just going, breakthrough! She's just somewhere back there.
This is our chance.
An opening! My turn.
Weird sound glitch every so often when I use
It's down.
options
I'll assist.
at a certain speed, it feels.
I'm up.
I'm up, am I? Well, they're all broken, so...
Let's go. Raging fire formation. It's my turn.
Oh, still a guy still? Forgot that. Didn't realise.
Sit.
Well, I guess I'll continue on
It's
you.
down.
Get Sharon to use her ability again.
It's my turn. How does this suit you?
Pull the one in the back. Can you hear that little sound glitch every so often? When I'm
Now,
pulling out crafts to use.
An opening.
I shall go. There.
It's mine.
Alright, Altina was able to get us
Yes.
into that attack there. We got criticals galore on the queue.
Now.
80 delays already been
An
spammed.
opening. My turn. Yeah.
Just attack
It's
them
down.
until we've won.
I'll assist.
It's my turn.
A ton of HP,
It's down.
but not able to survive what we're putting out here.
Wonderful as ever, Master Rean.
I'm nothing compared to you, Sharon.
Bridget has reached level 4. So CP per enemy killed has gone up to 14. We got the 4, CP plus 2 every turn. Are we going to max this out soon enough? Gloom X has reached level 4 as well. Now Saintly Force, 35% just to randomly get someone inflicted with a stats abnormality. A 20% chance for offensive arts to inflict abnormalities.
Stats updated.
And Altina levels 24 too. Getting all the good stuff.
Ah, treasure chest.
As we got some cozy socks. Right, so we've been mostly through this path. Got all the treasure chests by the look of things. I'm just wondering what the Stargazer's Tower is as well. But well, let's go there. This road leads to some old ruins called Stargazer's Tower. Oh, we probably don't need to include that in our search just yet. No, old ruins where mystical, magical stuff never happens, Rean. Sure,
Everyone
don't check
ready?
that out when you're basically searching for mystical, magical stuff.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
How does this suit you?
Very well. It's my turn.
Alright, well, we're easily able to just walk through everyone. You've been poisoned, but
My turn.
your death will come sooner than that. Let's get you next.
It's my turn.
Great frozen confusion.
Very well.
What a great day this guy's having.
Behold the Vander style.
Already master courses to level 4. Feels a bit soon to me. Right, Cryptid's on the beach, you say? Let's see how this works out for me. Cryptid's on the beach. Might not be one at all. Might be some horrible other enemy. This is where the special support section for the Cryptid 2 years ago. You know, they said it looked like a turtle. I don't sense it, but yes, there's most definitely something here. Really? Even though you don't sense anything. It's kind of like a hunch you develop with enough experience. This place reeks of danger. Our bodies are simply reacting to it. Don't scare us like that. It seems necessary to investigate surroundings. Yeah, if you notice anything, report it immediately. What about this depression over there? Or that red marker on the map just over there? Could be that.
Now, bring it on!
Big fish!
Break through! Sledgehammer!
You're not letting me break through that fast, though, are
How
you?
does this suit you? Now!
Now I'm in my brain going, just imagine if Sharon wasn't a temporary character.
Let's go. Strike! It's my turn.
That's 2 lots of AT delay just poured
Let's
out there.
go. Raging fire formation. It's my turn.
Everyone is broken. The fish are actually pretty hardy, though, when it looks like it.
Now!
Strike! Yes!
Go for the one in the back.
Now!
I think we have enough to kill it, do
An
we?
opening!
Now!
All the same, I need a scan.
Search mode activate. Detailed
This
information
monster closely
obtained.
resembles a legendary spirit. It throws ice bullets, but is quite lazy until one enters its territory. Telibus.
Let's go.
We've already scanned the death score after all. Pretty sure everyone can just
Let's
walk
go.
through the rest now.
Now!
Strike! Lead this to me. Now!
Let Rean
An opening!
attack this guy,
Now! There!
and I'll Tina and Kurt finish off you.
There!
It's mine.
You should be maxed out CP for Kurt.
The Vander style is impressive.
I have a long way to go.
Some compliments. Kurt and Yuna level up.
I must train even more.
Yeah, I did it!
Oh, Brave Smash can now be used. Fires a highly charged blast at energy. Power S breaks C. And balance plus 20%. Line M set with seal plus 30%. Actually got a new craft. It took 1 billion hours. You're not going to let me pass these, are
Enemy
you?
found.
Oh
Begin
yeah,
suppression.
no one's got sent on, have they?
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Honestly, I don't think. I don't really fancy these guys getting their attack off, whatever it is, with the 0 out there.
Now!
An opening! Let's go!
Just the gathering up of things is ridiculously good there. Anyway.
Yeah!
Should use Crescent Slash when I think about it.
My turn!
Oh, someone's going in them. I guess you want to attack those 4? I wish you could attack those 4 instead, to be honest.
Strike! I'm up!
And that's everyone else broken.
Crimson Slash! Now!
Strike! Lead this to me.
Let's go! Raging Fire Formation!
Yes.
I think we see a pattern emerging in all battles, don't you?
Now!
Just the damage
An opening!
Now.
that Sharon is dealing.
There.
It's mine!
I'll finish it.
From her status attacks.
It's my turn.
Means that we've got to have that as someone's subcourse, haven't we?
Let's be off, everyone.
We've got to have that one as someone's subcourse. Kaleido has reached level 3 in the meantime. 60% chance of gaining Separate Master and Crafts. There's also an increased obtained experience multiplier for whoever's actually using it that isn't in a sub. Yeah, someone's got to have that in the future.
These boot prints most likely belong to a fisherman.
Yes. Them boot prints.
Huh. Nothing here.
You're really not going to let me attack
It
from mine,
seems
are
we
you?
must take out the trash. Break through! Sledgehammer!
Looking at them. You do know they're underwater, right? They'd be washed away.
How does this suit you?
Blind on 1, 80 delay, blind on
Now.
2.
An opening! Let's go! Crimson Slash! Now!
Strike!
I was wondering, is the lowest HP one going to go down? Yeah.
This is it!
Now. There.
Nearly all our CP
Now.
we've gained at this point.
It's mine!
That's Kurt's.
My turn!
And that's the finisher.
It's down!
I'll assist. The Vander style is impressive.
You don't even necessarily
I
have,
have a
to
long
use
way to-
Yuna when you think that you just want Yuna is one of your like party members, don't you? And that sounds like sad to say. I want to use Yuna. I want to use my new class. Seems the shoreline continues all the way to the back. Yeah, but we haven't even searched this area yet. Perhaps an investigation is in order? But doesn't that... obviously that doesn't go there too, and that's where we'll be led to in the end.
Nothing stands out over here either.
There's an eroded nook toward the far end. Should we take a look?
Good call.
No, go fishing.
I could reel in a big...
There.
Nope, it's Rean's go.
Got a bite.
Deep sea fishing. Not really
This
deep
is
sea. but
promising.
That's big. Whoa. I nearly just shot into 0 terrain.
I got it.
I got a shark. A hide shark. Where does that come on the fishing list? After the rainbow trout. I just caught a shark. A shark. Why not?
There. Got a bite.
Guessing I'm gonna
Nice.
catch mainly just sharks now. Think there's anything but
Not bad
sharks
at
in
all.
this water? Also, that's a bit disappointing. These waters look so crystally clear. They
There.
look so swimmable.
Got a bite.
But actually, sharks.
Nice.
Even put up a fight.
It's a whopper.
Now we're just still like anything but a shark.
There. Got a bite.
Maybe if I stop hitting great.
Nice.
Well, that's a little bit different at the very least. An arowana.
Not bad at all.
Well, we've already got one of them before. It is our record. I wanted to swim in that. Sharks everywhere. Oh yeah, I forgot fishing respawns all enemies. Right, now we can walk through here.
Doesn't seem like there's anything.
No, Yuna. Doesn't look like a massive area of enemies, like bosses and stuff could appear in it. No, not like a wide open battlefield. I'm remembering the beach from East 8 now. Need to get me some coconuts.
What's this?
It's playing. This is... scarlet grass. It's beautiful but unsettling. It looks like it's shining. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing about grass like this showing up when Crossbell declared its independence. The people in the SSS said they saw weird blue grass where the cryptids appeared. Seriously? I believe I saw a report that mentioned that at the intelligence division. Yeah, it's pleroma grass. It started appearing here when Crossbell declared its independence. It was thought to be related to the Azure tree. Oh yeah, that's right. If this gun is red, what does that mean? Everyone, be on your guard. It appeared. The Icy Beast of the Underworld, Seah Unsurtr. Just like the Magic Knight. It's big. That's not a turtle at all. Good job. This is... There'll be time for talk later. It's coming. Right. Class 7, prepare for battle. Let's take it down with everything we've got. Right. He's evolved.
The enemy is strong. Please brace yourselves.
He's a biped now.
Yes.
Bring through! Sledgehammer!
Well,
Leave this to me.
this is how things are going to be. I'm going to go
How
in
does
and
this
attack.
suit you?
Right, he's resisting
well.
my abilities. He resists mostly everything by the look of it, so that's a bit of a bother. Fair bit of HP to him. Of course, we're going to want to focus on that break bar no matter what.
Strike!
I would love Mr. Dodge
It's my
Kurt to
turn.
be up there in the front row just doing his thing. Well, let's hope I can use that while spreading everyone out a little bit, you know?
Get back!
My turn.
Stats down. I need that going on.
Search mode activate. Detailed
Right, a
information
cryptid covered in
obtained.
ice. It creates a chilling blizzard that can freeze anything. Very weak to earth. And... okay. Higher elements are in play. Hope that doesn't appear on the left-hand side there. At least it would be perfect for this.
It's my turn.
Do I get in there with something that can help me dodge a little bit? Or do I hope to go sledgehammer? That's the question. I get more CP up and just try to dodge with the next attack.
Dance, phantasmal butterfly.
But then my BP will be down.
Leave this to me. How does this suit you?
I should allow me to dodge for a couple of attacks, maybe.
This is our chance.
And there's a bit of BP back up,
An
to be
opening!
fair.
My turn.
The question is, can we get the counter in from that range? Shall I let Phantasmal Butterfly keep running? Considering certain things right now.
Switch.
Leave it to me! Set gunner! There! Wide open!
Let's build us some
Too
BP. Might not be a bad idea for me.
Very well.
Okay, I want to get further to the side, but you did not move as far as I thought you would.
Nope. Wide open!
Too slow.
I've got the BP back,
Let's
which
go.
means I could use that again. if needed, but I could probably get the break
my
now
turn.
too.
Get back!
Leave this to
Considering
me.
its current HP value. Now, can I go all in? I mean, I can... Whoever's on the last turn could use that to get the CP up. Actually, I could use that now.
Dance, phantasmal butterfly.
There's
It's my
3 people
turn.
with strong S-Crass ready to go here.
Now.
An opening!
All right.
And essentially a lot of BP to be gained. But we don't do much
Wide open.
physical damage to
Too
it.
slow!
Yes. This is our chance.
An opening!
Right,
Let's go.
we need 3 BP again. It's going to get up on the next turn. It's already broken now. Can I now just burst it completely to death? This is the question.
This is it. Ah! One more. I'll finish it. Excel Breaker!
Let's go.
I think it's going to be not as close as it looks. I think we are right about there. If we do this the right way. What I should have done first was this.
Let's go. Raging fire formation. Let's go.
So I get my little buff on HP, or attack. And then just go right for it with everyone else.
Witness the severing chains. Ha! I'm afraid your fate is now sealed. Fall into death's embrace.
10k. Somehow I don't think you're going to be the one to take this one down, to be honest. Get out there, Rean. Do the job.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
Seems like I got a big Sepith hit on that one. As with a break, we clear the boss
For
up.
everyone's sake, I can't afford to lose.
Nice 50 CP generating ability there with Evasion of Ridiculousness, Sharon. Can we always have you around? A Sirius Scold level up at the entire party as well. Sirius now has damage increased by how much? But it's got aerial dust. Damage increased by 450% on a counter attack. Evasion plus 4% as a base. Scold reaches level 4. Lens Adamantine Shield. Break damage is now increased by up to 140% on a high HP for Yuna. And we got Freeze Free.
All right, got it.
Oh, how lovely.
And the
I
entire
must
party
train
leveling
even
2.
more.
Stats updated.
Fragarak can now be used. Morphs Clamsoleil's hand into a sharp blade and brings it down on foes.
Yeah, I did it.
Why is there no extra details on that? Huh. Whew. Did we do it? So that was a cryptid. Seems like we're not in danger anymore. Yes, not from cryptids in any event. Good work, everyone. You did well. No, I still have much I need to work on. It was evident my physical strength was insufficient. Yeah, compared to Instructor Rean, but also... Honestly, I'm surprised by you all over again. The abilities you used to help the old Class VII during the Civil War. Those were just the tip of the iceberg, weren't they? Oh, I still don't stand a chance compared to Sarah when she's at her full power. After all, my skills are suited for assassination. They pale in comparison to proper martial arts or skills learned in true battles. Assassination skills? I knew it. Oh dear, perhaps I shouldn't have let that slip. Anyway, let's get a closer look at that grass. They definitely seem related to the cryptid somehow. Yes! Scarlet grass. Quick, stomp on it. Weed killer. It seems like this is all there is. Yes, nothing else like this was found in a 50-yard radius. What should we do, Instructor? Seems like our only option is to take it back with us. First, let's take a few pictures of our Arcus-2s. After that, collect it and place it in a survival kit. Be sure to not handle it directly. Got it. I'll take the pictures. What efficient teamwork. You all seem like you're familiar with the process. Yeah, this will be our second set of special operations missions. And their lessons and training are enough to get them through this. That colour though. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Well then, have we finished investigating here? Yeah, it doesn't seem like there are any more cryptids here. It's a bit concerning that it was that one again, rather than the turtle that appeared before. Alright, I was going to ask, have you and Sharon seen that cryptid before? I have merely heard about it from Lady Elisa. It's called Unsurtr. It may be a subspecies of one that appeared during the Civil War. That's... So it's just like the Magic Knight. It wasn't exactly the same as before, so we should make a note of that. We should probably return to camp and report. Understood. Let's head directly there in that case. And we didn't get zooped. Because something else is about to happen. Well, my CP is nice and low. And I don't like it when that happens. Did I get 666 Sepith Mass from that fight? Or did I get that at the end of that fight? It's a very exacting total, you know.
Let's go, everyone.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Interestingly, you're back at 195 CP and Yuna's back at 200 CP? How'd that happen? But Rean isn't. Why Rean left out?
How does this suit you? This is our chance.
An opening! Very well.
Looks like you already got. I get 4, can I? Yeah.
Strike!
Well, let's use the CP I have to just break through everyone.
It's mine! It's my turn!
I can get a big bunch there no matter what.
Yeah! Our chance!
I've got a death blow on one of them by the look of it.
Let's go!
We still haven't actually chosen one of these as a target as of yet.
Lead this to me.
I got brave points aplenty, that's for sure. Seems we've got a few faint procs.
Here I go!
Let's just finish this guy up nice and normally.
I'm up!
Gives Rean some extra CP after all. Faint again.
Very well. Behold the Vander style.
Alright, more bee larvae, more U material, or 4 U material. So these fish are actually really good for that.
Sit! Sit!
Something's happening as we're
Everyone
trying to
ready?
leave the area. What is happening?
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Definitely else something going on, that's for sure.
How does this suit you?
And a death blow.
I'm up!
Poor enemies. They never stand a chance, do they?
My turn.
It's my turn!
Can we hit both? Nope.
Set! Striker! Yeah! Hit! Our chance!
Too slow.
Lead this to me.
Yes, we want to build our entire BP supply back
This
up
is our
again,
chance.
as well as a bit of CP. Everyone's at
opening.
200 apart from Rean after all.
This is the end.
Let's go.
Rean will be a lot healthier for CP now.
Everyone okay?
Right, give me that U material. I only won that time. So what's waiting for me here? Oh, we've actually got to return straight to camp from here. Can't do anything else about it. Wait a second. Why are we letting them go ahead? We shouldn't separate, guys.
That Ashen Kid and Kreuger, huh? Not bad, I guess. But I think I'll just focus on the target for now. I'll leave those pain-in-the-ass experiments to him. Things are gonna get interesting if our masked friend starts moving too.
Who was that? He was wearing glasses, so I couldn't tell. Great, McBurn, lush. McFirebro is back. Why did he tell us to ride ahead of them? What could they be talking about? Something secret, no doubt. I agree it is concerning, but please keep the bike steady, Yuna. Alright! Into a tree. Oh, the wind feels just lovely. Riding alone, just the two of us. Oh, I mustn't tell Lady Elisa. She would be ever so jealous. I don't think it's quite that big a deal. But that aside, you can tell me. Said you wanted to ride alone with me. There was something you wanted to talk about, right? Something you don't want the students to hear. No, something you don't want Elisa to hear. You truly have grown a lot. Yes, it is exactly as you say. I came along to help because there was something I wanted to tell you. Does that have something to do with Ouroboros? In part, yes, but what I wish to tell you is a tale of a girl. A small girl given the title of Severing Chains. Ah.
A girl who was empty. There was an assassins' organization that had existed since the Dark Ages. The Order of the Moonlight Horse. At the young age of 13, the girl was its second most skilled member. The only thing she had were her title, which had been passed down to her, and the designation, Kreuger. She spent her days simply carrying out her missions with soulless eyes, an emotionless assassin doll. Then one day, the Order met its end. At the hand of Ouroboros. At the time, the Society was still in its early days, and the two groups were in full conflict behind the scenes. But against the combined assault of the almighty conflagration, the Blade Lord, and the Steel Maiden, the Moonlight Horse stood no chance. They were nearly completely destroyed. Its members, known as the Thousand Oathbreaker and the Golden Butterfly, became the Fourth Anguis and Enforcer No. 3, respectively, while the empty girl was welcomed into the Society as Enforcer No. 9. But even after becoming an Enforcer, the girl's life did not change. She obeyed the requests of the Anguis, performing many missions. She was always free to refuse, but as she knew no other way of life, she simply accepted. But it was through that bleak existence that her bond with the Reinford family came to be. The girl was given a mission by the 6th Anguis to infiltrate a city named Ruhr in the northeast part of the Empire. The mission required her to meet with a certain person, but a terrible accident occurred. The mission ended in failure. The girl suffered serious injuries, and the other person lost their life. That person was Chairman Irina's husband, Lady Elisa's father, Master Franz Reinford. Yet Lady Irina saved the girl, the one whose actions resulted in her husband's death. She even gave her a name. I had never had a name before then. Kreuger was simply a designator to differentiate me from others who have held the same title. One would simply change their name as the mission required. That was the way of the Order. But Lady Irina gave me the name, Sharon. Suddenly, this empty girl had a place to belong, as a maid of the Reinford family. Since that point, I have continued to serve the Reinfords, while still belonging to Ouroboros. I was able to do so thanks to the freedom the society grants its enforcers.
All of that? Why tell me all of that? Why now of all times? Lisa doesn't know any of this, right?
I simply felt this was a good opportunity. Someday, when you feel the need, please tell Lady Elisa. For you see, there is the possibility that I may not be there for her. It is merely a possibility. It is absolutely impossible for my love and devotion for the chairman and my lady to ever leave me. Oh, but of course, if you and Lady Elisa were to become a couple, I would serve you as your own personal maid as well.
That's quite the tempting offer. Thank you for sharing something so important with me. You've taken care of me, no, all of us in the old Class 7 for so long. From my everyday life in the dorm to the crisis during the Civil War. So if there's anything I could do to help you, please don't hesitate to ask. Me, the other members of Class 7, and of course Elisa, will always be there to help.
Master Rean. You truly have become dependable. However, for you to say all that to an older woman such as myself is a tad unfair. Perhaps I should begin serving you as your own personal maid right now.
Alright, I think that's enough temptation for the time being. And so it comes to only 1:30 in this action-packed day. The weird thing is, the gameplay seems to actually keep up. Like, the time I'm playing actually is the time that seems to be moving on. When we're doing this, so it's like 5 hours later, and I'll be playing 5 hours later. It's kind of like weird. Feels like it's timed really well. I didn't expect scarlet pleroma grass. No doubt about it, it's the same grass from 2 years ago. The colour's completely different though. You're right, the size and shape are the same. That grass holds the same mysterious energy that supported former President Kreuger. Do you feel the presence of the higher elements here too? Yes, definitely. Just like the forest in Sutherland. Now, this cryptid Unsurtr is just like the ones that appeared in the old schoolhouse's basement in the North Highlands. That on top of the Magic Knight means that creatures from the Empire are appearing here now too. Sharon, I'm just going to come out and ask you, can the Society do anything like this? Ah. Well, let's see. I should say the possibility is not zero. That said, the Society generally has a tendency to pursue orbital technology. It would be a bit strange for them to suddenly begin using spiritual monsters such as cryptids and Dark Age constructs like Magic Knights. I see. Thank you. I feel like I just heard some incredibly confidential information, but very well. The question remains then, why is scarlet pleroma grass appearing now? Is it possible this is a result of the Zero Child? Though she's in hiding, perhaps her miraculous power is manifesting again. No way! It's been confirmed she no longer has that miraculous power. Intelligence Division made sure of that right after the occupation. Her and Lloyd were made into material witnesses too. Besides, I know her. She's not the kind of girl who'd do these things. Her personality is irrelevant. There is a chance her powers have returned and are currently out of her control. But that's... No, I'm certain Kia Bannins has nothing to do with this. Kia Bannings. So that is the name of the girl known as the Zero Child. Yes, though her surname is still up for review. She's using his name since she doesn't have any family of her own, yeah? But how can you be so sure she's not involved? We were contacted by the Governor General just now. He was very clear we had absolutely no need to worry about the Bannings at this time. He has requested we investigate the cryptid and the grass on the assumption the Society is involved. That's your request? Thank goodness. You should have just told us that when we saw him. they know something? Why does this have to happen at the same time as the inspection team's visit? It feels like more than a simple coincidence to me. Yeah, now that you mention it, has the inspection team already entered Crossbell? Oh yes, about that. This is a mechanical noise. Everyone, we're going to go greet our guests. What? Well, that's something you don't see every day. That's the flagship used by the Noble Alliance during Erebonian Civil War. Correct, the Panda Gruel. I believe I heard it had been confiscated by the government and given to the Imperial family. Yeah, they use it to travel for official business. Wait a second, does that mean the inspection team is... That's right, Governor Regnitz will be on the team as a representative of the Imperial government. And Lady Irina will represent the economic circles of Erebonia. And let's not forget, Princess Alfin and Prince Oliver will be part of the team too. Because the Imperial family needs a battleship.
Feast your eyes, everyone. The Pantagruel's landing boat has launched. As we speak, it's ferrying the inspection team to the tower's rooftop. First off, we have Governor Karl Regnitz. He oversees the entire imperial capital of Heimdall and is the first commoner to hold this position. Oh, and here we have the chairman of the Reinford Group, Irina Reinford. It's safe to say there isn't anyone more important than her when it comes to Crossbell's economic industry. Could it be? Yes, it's Prince Olivert. Rumor has it this isn't his first visit to Crossbell. Oh my word, Princess Alfin! Excuse me. Behind Prince Olivert, we have Princess Alfin, the daughter of the Emperor. She is simply an angel. The young woman with her is gorgeous too.
That's the princess. She's an angel. The prince is really handsome too. I didn't expect to see Princess Alphen here too. I figured your father was going to be here, Machias. Yeah, we fall in behind in terms of gathering information. There's so many non-transparent things for us to inspect. We need to find a way to break through and start our inspection. Why are they getting all excited about Ellie? They're all nothing but weaklings wagging their tails for the Empire. Don't say that. We all have pride in where we're from. Please fulfill your duties as an agent of Cal. Leave it to me. Boy, look how pretty the princess is. She is cute, but she's still an invader. I'm torn, but I may be leaning closer towards a bad impression. Oh well, nothing can be done about her arrival. We could all just come to a better understanding. You can be right. Can I give up?
It seems as though our guests have arrived. The Fool and the Blazing Demon should be nearby as well. The original cast has nearly all been swapped out by now. What will you do, Rean? You as well, Emma.
That big ship is scary. Is it safe? A war isn't going to break out or anything, right? We're fine. As long as we have Big Bro Lloyd, we'll be able to stop it. Is it true? Are his dear friends all... Yeah, there's no doubt.
Still protecting this place, even if its residents are gone? Well then, all we can do is wait for the snake's next move. I'm also curious to find out what the branch campus is capable of.
Woohoo! Long live Princess Alphen, Empress of my heart! I didn't expect to see Princess Alphen here. Oh, it's Prince Oliver. I haven't seen him in so long. Imperial Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena of the RF Group 2. Well, I guess it's shaping up to be some risky shindig, huh? It's been quite some time. I suppose I need to get used to seeing His Highness without my brother by his side. After all, by this point, the 7th Armored Division is... What's the matter? Is this sign not a pleasant one for you? Yeah, it's true this isn't very fun for me. How come Speaker McDowell isn't with them? I figured Elise would be here too. Both her and the princess have become even more beautiful since I last saw them. Yeah, but I wonder why I wasn't able to contact her. Well, wait, are you going to meet up with Chairman Arena? I won't, but Sharon will be. Once I'm done here, I'm planning to accompany the chairman for the remainder of her visit. All I can do is sigh. Operation Birdcage. It's too weird to even say out loud. To be honest, I may have taken the intelligence division and the railway military police a bit too lightly. Is there really nothing we can do? Nah, don't give up, Tier Top. I'm sure we'll find something. Randy. No telling how things will end up, but let's bet on them for now. Roger that. So we move on to 2 PM. I'm guessing we're about to head out from base camp once more. Afterwards, Lisa, Tio and Sharon said their farewells to Rean and the rest of the camp and headed back to Crossbell City. Tor and Randy left to go work on each of their classes' field exercises. Alright, let's get going. Make sure to check your equipment and buy anything else you might need before we head out. We should have time to make around the city before we head out onto the East Highway. Hint, hint. Oh, sure. Understood. Hey, Altina, what's going on with these two? I have no idea. They started acting like this as we were watching the inspection team arrive. That's so. I suppose they each have their concerns, but... Okay, Class 7. We're now resuming our Special Ops missions. We still need to investigate the cryptid appearance off the East Crossbell Highway. Based on how long the trip there and back will take, it'll be our last activity for the day, so make sure everything else is wrapped up before that. Right. We'll give it our all. Then let's go. Well, it's time to check out camp once again. If it wasn't for the fact that after this episode, after this time, you know what I'm gonna say. It's time to have a shower and end yet another session, yet another episode.
A good break.
With a good break. A week break. A day break, depending on where you watch it. Because the scene now is pretty much set, isn't it? There's one last thing I want to do, though. I just want to see if I've got enough to get that. Oh, beautiful. So all your slots are open. All of your slots are open. Everyone's slots are open. The slots are slotted. We are good. So we head back to Crossbell with this thing going on, this ritzy shindig, as Ash put it, while we're the ones being bet on by the old heroes of the area. With that said, bedtime story. It's time for a bedtime story. So what are we looking at? Books. Heartless Edgar, Chapter 4. 17 pages to see you off. So ends another session. Chapter 4, Where the Fireflies Are. I wound my way through the lock of the canyon, several arc outside town. The cliffs towered above me, stretching up to the sky. That was the reason why, despite being in morning, it felt so dark down the canyon. I felt as though I was shut away from the rest of the world. The great white sky was compressed to a thin stripe of azure, zigzagging overhead. As I looked up, I saw two birds fly by, far above me. Seeing them, I thought back to my conversation with her the day before. Have you two heard of firefly mushrooms? Clementine asked as she brought us our dinner. Seen it once or twice, never eaten one though, Henry said between mouthfuls of food. Are they mushrooms that are like fireflies, or like mushrooms that grow on fireflies? I asked. Henry, in the middle of a big gulp of water, did a spit take, spraying watery bits of his dinner here and there. What kind of question is that? He coughed up more of his drink. You really think there are fireflies that fly around covered in mushrooms? That'd be gross, man. I actually thought there were fireflies like that, but I kept it to myself. I've actually been thinking of making a new dish with some exotic ingredients like firefly mushrooms, Clementine explained as she cleaned up Henry's mess. If I'm able to whip something up, would you like to try it? Of course, I responded instantly. Henry stared at me, dumbfounded. You signed up for that really quick. For all you know, these mushrooms could be straight up nasty. Hearing that, Clementine frowned angrily. It was actually pretty rare to see you like that. There won't be after I'm done with them. I promise I'll make something extra delicious. You can't even get them in this town, right? Said Henry. I'm sure someone's selling them somewhere, but are you really going to make a cross-state trek every time you run low on ingredients? Uh-oh, Clementine said, looking a bit dejected. I still haven't figured that part out. She excused herself and hurried back into the kitchen. That wasn't very nice, Henry, I said, glaring at him. Can you really not find any around here? Who knows, he shrugged. There's a forest path past the canyon, so it's possible. I instantly shot out of my seat and turned to leave, but Henry's reflexes were too fast. He grabbed my arm, stopping me. You can go once it's light out, he said with a sigh. So taking his advice, I set out for the lock of the canyon first thing next morning. As I walked, the steep canyon walls slowly parted, and before long I found myself standing in front of a verdant forest. Henry told me to look in especially shadowy parts of the forest or around rotting trees. I made my way through the forest, picking anything even vaguely mushroom-shaped. It didn't take long before the bag I had brought with me had grown heavy with a cornucopia of different mushrooms. I figured if I couldn't find a firefly mushroom for Clementine, I would at least give her a variety of other mushrooms to choose from. As I continued my search through the forest, I came across a clearing and was struck by how beautiful and tranquil it was. A little stream quietly wound its way through the trees. Rays of sunlight filtered through the treetops, shone down, glittering on the surface of the water. A number of squirrels and small birds were perched on the trees above me, chittering and chirping merrily. It was a scene straight out of a painting, more beautiful than anything I'd seen in my days working at the Foundation. Oh, it's rare to see anyone all the way out here. I heard the sound of rustling leaves and turned to see an old man step out of a thicket. Traveling alone, young man? He asked me. Trying to outrun a spot of heartbreak, are we? Or maybe looking for something? I stared at the old man. Beneath his head of short white hair, I spotted a few green strands poking out here and there. He averted his eyes and nervously cleared his throat. Well, to me, I'm here to pick mushrooms, he said. It seems like someone got to all of them first, though. I continued to glare wordlessly at the old man. Beads of sweat began to form on his forehead. He cleared his throat again. Oh, what's that you got in your bag there? He asked. Could it be mushrooms, perhaps? So you're trying to strike a bargain, I finally spoke. That's exactly, he exclaimed. I like a youngster who understands. So about that what are you looking for away, are you? Firefly mushrooms, I curtly responded. Well, he said proudly, I just so happen to have one right here. He held out a mushroom with a faint green glow to it. Went some trouble finding this. Be sure to use it well, he said. Sure, thanks, I said, taking the mushroom from his hand and turning to leave. Wait just a minute, he called out. As I walked away, the old man quickly grabbed my arm, stopping me. It was a familiar feeling and a much stronger grip than an actual old man would have. That's not what we agreed on. You need to give me that bag in exchange, he said. I didn't agree to anything, I told him. You just gave this to me. What? That's not fair, he stammered. You think you could treat an old man like that? You're pretty strong for an old man. I gave him an unimpressed look. The same kind he'd given me at least once nearly every day. Henry blanched at my words, and the white wig he was wearing fell slightly askew on his head. Look, just let me have the mushrooms. You're going to get to try our dishes too, I told him. Shut up, man. That's one of my share for helping you, he snapped at me. He started grabbing at the firefly mushroom in an attempt to take it back. We began bickering like a pair of children. Give it back. No, let go. Not until you give it back. Unfortunately, we didn't realize how our fight would end until it was too late. In one final attempt to rip the mushroom out of each other's hands, we let out a yell and pulled as hard as we could. It took us a moment afterwards to regain our senses, and to our horror, we saw that the mushroom had been torn in two. An awkward silence fell over us as we stared at the pieces in our hand. We picked ourselves up and silently headed back to town. As we left the forest and headed back into the canyon, the sun was beginning to hang low in the sky. You know, Sonny, this trip was a bit rough on this old man's knees, Henry piped up. Wouldn't mind if you carried me back to town. You're pretty spry. I think you can make it on your own, I told him curtly. Henry sighed and abandoned his old man facade, picking up his pace. We returned to our silence, each of us absorbed in a complicated anger. However, it wasn't long until a voice snapped us back to reality. You there? Oh, what's that you have? I turned to look at whomever it was who had spoken to us, only to be greeted by a familiar face. What were you up to today? You both have leaves in your hair, Clementine asked as she brought us our dinner later that evening. I pulled a vibrant green leaf out from behind my ear. I hadn't noticed it there at all. It had been an exhausting day. Oh, remember how we were talking about firefly mushrooms yesterday? Clementine said. I actually decided not to use them after all. I was trying to think about what I could make with them, but I couldn't come up with anything good. She gave a sheepish smile. Well, I guess everything turned out fine in the end, I said with a small-tired grin. Yeah, I guess so, muttered an exhausted Henry. Huh? Clementine tilted her head in confusion at us. Henry and I spent the rest of the night burying our sorrows in food. Earlier that evening, it was a bracer, Boris, who had called out to us in the canyon. The same Boris who led me away after the fight in the restaurant. Henry and I were so preoccupied that we'd crossed the border between the sightseeing area and the bracer's training facility without realizing it. We were given a stern lecture, and of course, all the mushrooms I picked were confiscated. We just read an entire chapter about a guy picking up mushrooms and then getting them confiscated in the end. Plot developments. Speaking of plot development, lots has happened in Trails of Cold Steel 3, and we'll continue on with it next time. Join me then for more, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.